sort of works. So we had this failed attempt in the pre-market to break through key resistance, followed by a decline through key support. Another couple, multiple failed attempts to break through resistance again at this high here. Knight of Wands. It's 12 to 1-ish. You could see kind of down here at the bottom actually. 1, 2, 3, sideways S. That's right at around 12 o'clock. And then we have this move to the upside. We establish support. This is where we should go. We should probably go bearish within the next few minutes, or at least at the close, after the close. But this would be an opportunity if you did get in. If you did get in the midst of the low for a long position, this would be a good time to exit around now, or possibly. I don't think waiting till the close is advised here. I think probably waiting till 3:30 is pushing it. But it could be the close. You know, I mean, it varies a little bit. This was also the day we had a second trade card for random reasons. So take that into consideration. It was indicating this trade at a high here. So a high and a low making a day trade, right? We had a day trade here. Probably, I'd like to think around this price level is probably the exit. We might hit this price level again. It's possible, but it's a brief peak that's going to be easily missed. It's an opportunity at a peak that's easily missed, followed by a decline through multiple support levels. And the only reason we were on point as far as what took place yesterday at the close. Had to leave early, unfortunately, yesterday, but we were still on point. Interesting, and this is, I believe this brown price level right here is Ace of Discs, and you can see we've got Ace of Discs here. Let me see if I'm right about that. I'm pretty sure that's what that is, Ace of Discs, because they indicate the suit of discs in brown. Everything at Tarot for Traders is color coded if you're new to Tarot for Traders. Yeah, look. Ace of Discs, 2-6. And then here we have it again, Ace of Discs. And look where we are, right around that time frame. So Ace of Discs is after this low that we had this sideways S formation in, comes the Ace of Discs. Right, so sideways S formation, followed by Ace of Discs right here, and we rotate sideways along Ace of Discs, and that's literally the same price level that we had for Ace of Discs on the 6th. I'm going to notate it again because that's relevant. Yeah, now it's looking more like we may see that price level here. I wonder what this was marked off as. I mean, it's a white one, so it's not relevant to a card per se. I want to see where it's relevant to.
Should really be there.
And I have this red line here marked off as as the bottom of a range that was important at some point, and it looks like we're still within that range, but this would be the top of it. Interesting. Hey B. So I think we're probably gonna have a drop tomorrow, and then we climb out of it again, and we do some more sideways kind of like what's going on here. This kind of like sideways behavior that's going on. And then the following week, I think we probably open much lower. I think this correlation here that I have for the lowest low, which I'm not certain is going to be a lowest low. These two, like I said, were kind of like dicey as far as lowest lows. I'm pretty sure we caught it here. In any case, the correlation to the prominent low that we'll see, I think, is more so for the morning of the 21st. Yeah, so we decline into a prominent low on in early March, or on the cusp of February, March. I don't have it marked off as Ace of Swords. It should be Ace of Swords here. Now I'd say it's getting dicey. I don't think we're going to be seeing those highs because we're already at 330. RSI is looking kind of bearish, and we have this. There's like an indication of a decline starting like mid this hour. So the Ace of Swords price level probably is, stacks up on top of the Princess of Swords here. Crap, was it 2-6? Yeah, Ace of Swords. Or it's, Ace of Discs, sorry. It was 2-6 and 2-14. Yeah, because the only thing is that there's this completion of a bullish trend here. So we're gonna. Glad you asked me. So we're gonna. My webmaster's traveling right now, so at some point today he's gonna send me a coupon code, which we'll give to everybody who had a $29 subscription, and you can use that coupon code to go in and re-subscribe, and that way you won't have to pay the new price, which is $111 now. So that $29 a month, I mean, it's crazy how cheap that is. Like it's 3 hours of work, so it's like $10 an hour that I'm doing that for. You know what I mean? So we're extending that for as long as we can, but once I get filled up with everything else, we probably won't be able to continue at the 29. When that happens, we're not there yet. So in the meantime, there's a coupon code coming. Yeah, it used to be deducted automatically, but we had an issue with Wix dropping us as a merchant vendor. They were like our payment processing, and they dropped us because a financial psychic is too risky, too high risk, they said, for them. So there was like basically 6 weeks where we couldn't take payments. And as that happened and people's subscriptions came around, they just got canceled by Wix because there was no way to take the payment. Well, thanks for your support, Pete. So I was just talking about how this rally is really very likely coming to an end here, right? We've got, first off, the halting of a bullish trend marked by a sharp decline through key support, right? That's the Hangman card. And then that's also combined here with the Indolence card, which is a brief peak that's easily missed, followed by a decline through multiple support levels. So you got that combo here at the end of what we see as a rally. My sense is that if you got in with this long position midday that we were talking about opening up, you got in there midday, this would be the closing price level around here. You'd be lucky if you get up here. That would be great, you know. But If you're in the money, this is a good day trade. Or I should say, if you're profitable, this is a good day trade. We start seeing unicursals. One on the 15th, one on the 16th. Yeah, there's probably a really big drop over the weekend. One on the 24th. Even into March, there's one on the 1st. Yeah, that would make sense because we have a highest high correlator here. We may see, let's see where we're at. We're not far from there, so we're probably going to see those highs again around the 24th. I'm going to go ahead and ellipse that, see how we do. My energy has been rising. My Kundalini energy has been rising, so I'm getting to a place where like phases and stuff aren't going to matter, or phases of the moon won't matter anymore. That's where I was doing these ellipses pretty accurately, like back-to-back days, day after day. I was doing it for a little while. All right, so the 25th. Actually, let's mark that off first. Yeah, I'll put it at the top of the range there. It's already marked off, huh? Alright, so ellipse 15th, or excuse me, 24th. What the heck? Why won't it let me do it? There we go. So around the 24th, we should be in this price range. Very unlikely that we see a lowest low. Like I said, those two were dicey. But there will be a drop here. I see a drop here over the weekend. And there's also a drop overnight tonight, it looks like. Looks like there's a quick day trade tomorrow as well. Huh. There's that ace of discs again. I wonder if it ends up being the same price level. Like, the more dates that you see after the name, the more relevant the price level would be, in my opinion, because you've seen it multiple times stack up. So there's 2 times that it's stacked up here as ace of discs. Super relevant. Maybe that means that we can rely on it. We'll see when we get a little closer. But we're not far from it, right? That's only 2 days away. So pretty much I see like sideways, continued sideways behavior. There's also this science card. So, I feel like these, I may be wrong about these lows because there's such a bullish move here at the end of the day. It may be out of a trough and we end near like a high or something because we've got the unicursal there. Hard to say, but there's a day trade early in the morning where you open up a long position and close it after a big move high. So open up a long position in the midst of a drop through multiple support levels, right? And then close the long position when we're at a near overbought crest after a big move to the upside. Will be a near overbought crest. That's where you'd get out of the long position. Probably like 2 hours. Huh. Oh, that's so weird how that comes on every time I'm doing a live. It's so weird. It's trying to tell me something. I started daydreaming, sorry guys. I do that sometimes. Yeah, it is looking bearish until there's a big move to the upside though, somewhere towards the end of the month of February, so you want to be careful for that if you're bearish. Oh, we drew a ellipse here. I wonder how long ago we drew that. I don't even remember drawing it, but we're definitely on point there. Do you remember, B, when I drew that? I have no recollection of drawing this ellipse. Actually, I do now. It was like last week. So that's looking pretty much like a tip, like a top here. That's why I indicated it with a ellipse. Where's the February one? I didn't open the monthly. Right, so 15th, 16th. That's why we were over here, right? It was on the 10th. I drew that ellipse. So it's looking like we're already in that range. We'll probably poke, based on that, we'll probably poke through. There's a good shot we poke through. Well, let me see what these days look like. Bullish, bullish. But see, even there's the halting of a bullish trend here on the 14th, so that's something to be careful of. I think we probably have a drop overnight, and then we move notably higher again. I moved it a little bit. It was like this. Maybe I should make another one. I don't know. But I think it'll probably poke through the 200 day. Oh, cool. I mean, I'm not surprised, but that's cool. I forgot it was the Super Bowl this weekend. I was working all weekend. Oh, yeah. I'm trying to get as far ahead as I can, which is not easy when I'm doing monthlies for people too, you know. there's only been like certain times of the month that are like appropriate for me to do my readings recently because of my energy. So like, you know, when you can't just do it whatever day you want, that time becomes super valuable. Anyhow, I'm about to start working on April's S&P. I wonder if I get 5% of the profits of the Super Bowl bets. That would be cool. Right, so I was on point with that ellipse. I'll likely be on point with this one as well. Move these out a little bit. Could probably close out of a long position tomorrow around 10 o'clock or around 11 o'clock as well. Like if you didn't close it today here as a day trade, you could probably close it tomorrow. It'd be a little dicey in the morning, but you could probably close it tomorrow for a profit there. Depends on how much of a drop it is. It's the prudence card, which is more of a let me make sure. I think the prudence card is a maybe card, but it might just be a no card. I forget these things sometimes. It's a yes. Wow. I've never been that off. It's a yes card. Interesting. That's the trickiest card in the deck, the Prudence card. Figures. So then we open higher, but not close, or not far, it would appear, and then there's a decline in the pre-market with a big move up, and then a decline again, and then another big move up. So in the midst of after that first big move up, decline again. In the midst of that decline, one would open up a long position and close it in the midst of a big move up around 11 o'clock for a day trade. Or if you've got that long position that you open here, right, midday, and you didn't want to close it here for a day trade at the end of the day, you could probably get away with selling it here. There is a drop, though. There's a drop in there, so it's a bit dicey. And this is a tricky day because I've got this futility impression that came to me. And that's like a move higher even when expecting things to go lower. The 16th. It's going to be kind of like a sideways day. It's probably bullish. It's hard to say, B. It's really, there's a lot going on. So like the Ace of Discs is often like some sideways rotation after a big move to support level, or sideways rotation and then a big move after that off of support level. Like, so there's a big move there, but there's also sideways, a lot of sideways going on, right? We've got highs on both ends and lows here towards the end of the day, but both of these are bullish, which is what makes me think maybe it's a bullish day. The high and the low seem like both to be bullish. I mean, the Magus card is both, really. It's a tough day. It's going to be, there's going to be a lot of back and forth is my sense. Bullish, yeah, it's going to be bullish. And then there might be a little drop at the very end of the day. Crestor peak. So this is near overbought. Is this near overbought Crestor peak that we're at? Not quite. Technically it's near overbought. Oof, that's a little bit of a drop. Appreciate it, Carolyn. Hopefully people made money on bets and I see some 5% from that. That would be cool. I forgot it was the Super Bowl this weekend too. Left. So I think probably the drop that I'm picking up on takes place in the pre-market here. And it's not really that relevant because out of a decline there's a move from the bottom of the range all the way to the top of the range. This is a bullish opportunity card. In a lot of cases the Empress card is a bullish opportunity card. The moment is it's impregnated with opportunity for growth. And then there's like some swings going on here. I think there's two big, there's a, matter of fact, 1, 2, 3, there's 4 to 5 big moves, and 3 of them are to the upside, 2 of them are to the downside. Here within like the first portion of the day before we even reach like 11:30, it would appear. So there's going to be the halting of a bullish trend, which may be happening right here. This could be topping off. But I think probably the decline will take place like overnight, not overnight, after we open slightly higher in the pre-market, there'll be a decline. And then from the bottom of a range out of that decline to the top of a range, we'll have this big move. That'll be the first of 3 big moves to the upside. But remember, there's price swings. There's also big moves to the downside. It's not all bullish here. It's price swinging, right? So in the midst of a decline, bottom of range, if you catch that properly, you could close out of a long position that you open up here at the open, possibly. In the midst of a decline, you open up and then close it when we're near overbought territory on RSI at a crest here around 11 o'clock. Appreciate it, guys. I'm gonna screenshot that. $45,000 Bitcoin. do a 10-year for Bitcoin? I must have. Yeah. Yeah, so when we look at the 10-year, we've got a significant low here in 2023 with a rally out of it that increases with momentum moving forward in time. We do also have a correlation in the midst of that rally to open up a short position. It looks like the high is probably 2024 somewhere. $2027 looks pretty bullish. We turn old resistance into new support there after an opportunity in a decline in 26. Anyhow, so there's an opportunity here for sure in 2023. It's on the playlist for 2023 buy opportunities. I hope it is. It should be. It still looks very bottomy here in the end of April, or excuse me, in the end of March, April for Bitcoin. That's where it looks most bottomy to me. It doesn't mean it is. Sometimes I'm wrong, but that's where it looks most bottomy to me. Based on both these cards act as bottoms a lot of the time. Not always, but a lot of the time. But the end of February is decline that increases with momentum into a prominent trough in March. It's like a U-shaped dip. I'd probably like, if I was looking to enter Bitcoin again, like this would be probably where I would do it at the end of April or the end of March. So where are we at with Bitcoin? I think that's very unlikely, Carolyn. But I mean, we are in decline mode, so you never know. It could be a sharp decline. I just don't have dailies on Bitcoin. Let me see. I got the 1 month though. Where's the February? I mean, it's probably a lowest low for the month. Yeah. On the 21st or 22nd. If you're asking about lowest low for the year, that's in April, but as far as the month, probably 21st, 22nd, yeah. February 1st is the high. Okay, so I had the 3rd, really, but is it close? It's pretty close. 1st, 2nd, 3rd. So I was off by 2 days on the high. which, by the way, this was done January 12th, 2023. There we go. That's what I was expecting. They were just to the very close to do it. Yeah, so I think the low's probably still on target because this is looking like a solid reading thus far. This ended up being a peak, not a highest high. Well, you know what? This is when I was just kind of still learning. I just learned something new, like after this reading, about some of the reverse clairvoyant anchors. So I think probably I read this as the highest high rather than this. But if I read it now, this would definitely be the highest high. That would have been 2 days off. But yeah, I think probably we're looking at a low there on the 21st, 22nd.
I did not see your Binance question. Where did that go? You got it, Robert. I don't see your question about Binance. No. That's weird. I think on the 21st, this coincides with what I see as a low in the market probably. There's probably like a significant low here in SPY, not necessarily a lowest low, but a significant low in the morning of the 21st, and it looks like we've got the same thing going on, although it may be a lowest low here for Tesla. We are pretty on point though as far as our expectations thus far. We drew this, where did it go? We drew this ellipse on the 10th. Why does it look so different? There. Right, we do, and I just moved it because we were already, it was already held to be true because we're already in the range, but I moved it a little bit higher because we moved so much on this day. My expectation is that we'll probably pop through Tesla. Let's move it even a little bit more. We probably pop through the 200 day here on the 15th. Well, what do you consider proficient, Robert?
Like, I was at 70% accuracy for a long time. But I've been working on this tarot system since 2000, so 23 years. I got into the high 90s accuracy. I believe it was 2019. I learned something that I had been missing from my knowledge base, and when I realized it changed everything, and like I went from like 70s to 90s like overnight. Come over here, post it over here. Well, if it holds true to be a lowest low, probably somewhere around like, let's see here. So that's the 20th, 21st, 22nd, 23rd. Somewhere around there, most likely. I use a lot of different techniques, Robert. I found MGM and SPC through remote viewing, actually. I haven't used that in a while, though. I used to have more time to do that. Now I feel like I'm doing readings all day long. What you want, buddy? You a good boy, you know. You a good boy. Everybody loves you. You want to take a nap? Yeah? Say hello to everybody. Okay. Let me take a nap. Okay. You're such a sweetie. I mean, I wouldn't rather be there's nothing I'd rather be doing for work, that's for sure. This is my passion, so yeah. Right. All happy customers, I bet. Alright guys, I'm gonna roll. Thank you so much for watching. As always, remember to follow that rule of karma. I'm not sure if I pointed this out yesterday, guys. We have links to charities now on here under resources. So same place where you find the 5%, the PayPal and Cash App links. We also have these charities that you could send the 5% forward through if you find it difficult to pay it forward 5%. Here's a great way to do it. Don't forget about Nature Conservancy, even though it's all the way at the bottom. It's important. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.